from the Southern Mountains. Headwaters, a part of Appalshop.
Start out with like 10 batches, and then if we start running low, we have to make more.
You know, the more you don't have time to go back and get that. So do it again. If you can. There's a lot of times I forget.
I go home whenever I get through, when we get through with everything. Most of the time between 5 and 6 hours.
Ninety-five % of the applications I take in are female. Probably the pay rate, the money. I start people out at minimum wage, and you know they're working up toward you know $4 an hour, and it's probably it, I guess. I mean, you're not going to get a man with 2 kids or 3 kids or 1 kid, you know, or even a married. I don't get, you know, married males that come in here that apply for a job. Most of the applications I'm getting now is women that husbands are laid off, that are having to go out in the workforce, you know, because there's no other income coming in. Right now, the coal situation is the worst thing that I'm getting more people right now from, but probably I got, I'd say 1,500 applications. Okay, grains to work, the gravy and biscuits work, and apple pecans work.
To our customers, you are druthers. That's why your job performance and the image you project are so important. This section of the videotape will cover your appearance and the front line. Your responsibility to our customers actually begins before you even arrive at the restaurant. Make sure your uniform is neat and clean, and that you're in the proper uniform as outlined in the employee handbook. Remember, you are druthers.
Enthusiasm is so important. For managers to be enthusiastic in their business is tremendously important. If you go into work this morning and somebody says, well, good morning, how are you? And you say, well, I'm wonderful, thanks. You feel different than if you go into work this morning and somebody doesn't acknowledge you. And that's what we call paying mental wages. Well, heck, he loves me. He loves me already. It creates a relationship that is just chock full of loyalty.
I think in the training aids, it's really laid out in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-step procedure.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, we can show you a video.
Or well, for the camera, how about the like the color transparency that shows here step by step how you put together a deluxe quarter.
Great. What difference does it make whether the lettuce is on top of the cheese?
It affects a couple of things. One is it actually affects what you taste. If you dress a sandwich and then you turn it over and take a bite of it, it'll taste a little different than if you hold it right side up. And the other thing is just simply consistency. If we're going to have a product that a customer believes that they like, then it's very useful for the product to be the same every time they get it. So In some cases, it just boils down to something as simple as, let's make it the same way every time, so that we're not reinventing how to dress a deluxe quarter back there with every single employee every single day.
I'm just wondering if you're looking for a different kind of worker in a way than you would have been in one of the old style restaurants.
You're not looking for creativity as much. No, you're looking for somebody that would be, I would think,
that would be more content with following the procedures and the practices and getting their sense of achievement from an area other than being creative about it.
Ideally, though, it'd be great if all employees, well,
it would be ideal if all employees related to the some management qualities, but then, well, obviously what we need is some leaders and some followers.
Our benefits are competitive for our industry, fast food segment of the restaurant industry, but you know, we can't compete with IBM or, you know, places like that.
Why?
Oh, I'd say probably the biggest reason is that they're a multi-billion whatever
Cost.
Yeah, the cost of the benefits.
As you add an expense to the business, you have to pass it along.
See, plus we have a lot of part-time people who aren't really looking. You know, Susie's 16 years old. Her father works in the coal mines. You know, he's got every benefit under the sun. Susie doesn't need benefits.
Hi, may I help you?
2 hamburgers and 2 small pizzas.
2 hamburgers and 2 small pizzas. Do I get French fries?
Salad and a steak.
Thank you.